Type is mandatory, sir. Now, if I just remove this type, now by default it's text. By default it is text, but it is always adjustable to keep type. Any doubt, sir? No. Next. Input. 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 Type equals to email. If I write it next line, input type equals to email. Sir, here my point is you will get it kind of email. Sir, both are same only, na? Right? There is no email or something. Both are same. Now, the difference is the second one knows how the email looks like. We will see the difference, don't worry. Now, if you write it something like this, sir, the similar text box will come which is allowed to take the emails. Now, let's put a simple button and let's try it one. A button tag will contain button, button, and inside the button, you can write it here, submit. You can write it here, submit. Sir, why button, input, they all are in single line? Can anyone tell me why they are coming side by side? Why elements are coming side by side? Huh? Someone is saying it, I am not getting answer. Huh? Right? Inline. What they are? Inline. What does it mean by inline, sir? Side by side they will come now. Right. So if you don't want this inline, sir, you can actually make it. Okay. If you make it here BR, automatically they will go to next line. And here BR. Or if you take this input and put it in a div, automatically each div will become separate now. This is one way. Or I don't want to like this way, sir. Okay. Then here you can write it div. Inside one div, I will keep the text. And inside another div, I will keep this text. Both are in separate lines. Now div after break. Up here. Let's see input. Any doubts sir till now? Any doubts sir till now? No. Now enter here. What is the name? Raj. Here. Raj. Both I am enter Raj only. And when I enter it, what it is saying it? Please include @ in the email. Why it is asking me @? Because that type knows, that input box knows you are going to enter email only. So email must have @. So it will expect. That is the difference between type email and type text. Type text is not expecting anything. It can have anything. A text or a number or @, whatever it is. But type email should have @. Right? Is it clear, sir? Is it clear, ma? Yeah. Now, let's go here. Let's write it here something. One attribute. First input attribute, type. What is the first input attribute? Type. Second input attribute, placeholder. What is that? Placeholder. Placeholder means in that place what you will write. I will write it something like this. Enter your name. Can you see here what happened? Now it is a placeholder, it is not the value. See, if I click on it, I can enter the values. The moment I started enter, it will disappear. This is called placeholder. What it is called? placeholder. You will see it in so many web forms. Okay. Now same way, give one placeholder for the email also. Placeholder. Enter your email. The email comes. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? No? Now, next one. I don't want placeholder, sir. I will give here value. Value equals to Raj. What is the value? Raj. Immediately, sir, by default, whenever the forms comes with the value Raj. You need to edit it. So form by default filling the value Raj. Why? Because you said it by default value is Raj. Usually who will give the value? User will give the value. But sometimes values will by default will come. Right or not? For example, you are filling the form for Naresh Shetty sir. In that particular form, imagine here batch number is there. Batch number by default will come, you will fill it the remaining things. Okay. Or you entered your email ID or hall ticket number. Automatically remaining details will be filled up in one form. Right? So that means value is getting updated there. Value is getting updated there. Is it clear, ma? Any doubts, sir? Understand slowly, sir. Type placeholder value. It's like, it's not auto save, it's like automatically come. You can change it. It's not a fixed value. You can delete it and you can write whatever you like it. By default, whenever your form loaded, what will the value? By default, value will be empty. Nothing will come. But if you want it separately, you can give it. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear, sir? Now, one more step. Sir, when I am submitting, what is happening it? In the form, give here action. I am giving it something. What is the backend language most people here learning? Python? Python or Java? Raise your hand, Java people. Down. Raise your hand, Python people. Okay, both are there. Okay, I'm going with the Python. Both are similar. I'm writing it here main.py. Python, the main file is named as main.py. I think you know that, right? Now, sir, here I am not writing any Python code. My point is, what is this action means? Whenever someone clicks on submit, the form details will be submitted to somewhat backend. Form details will be sent to the backend. And what file in the backend? What file you want to send? I want to send to the main.py file, sir. Main.py. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's write it here. Give each one a name. Input type here. I'm giving one name, username, and for email I'm giving one name tag, email. Now if I click on here Raj, and next one a@a.com, a@a.com. If I click on submit, now can you see the URL here? What happened? Control C, I will show you. I am copying that URL and I will show you that URL, sir. You can only tell me what happened there. Tell me what happened here. This is the page which I am in. Okay. Now from this page, it went to main.py. Why it went to main.py? Because in the form action you said it like take these values to main.py. Second point. Now in this main.py, what it is taking? What values it is taking? It is taking username, email. Username value is Raj. Email value is a@a. Here it can't show @ and all. Okay, so a@a.com something. Now this symbol is, this is symbol for @. Okay. Now a@a.com came. Now my only point is, sir, from where this username and email came? What are they? Why it take it as username only? Why it take emails only? They are names. They are names. Name attributes. They are name attributes. Name attributes are used to send the values to the backend. Whenever a form is getting submitted, what are the values carry your form details? What are the values carry your form? Are names. Are names. Now let me write it here. Same thing here. Instead of this, I will write it here. Now I will just write it here. UN. Instead of username, I will write it here UN. Name value. And I will click here submit. Go back. Right. Submit. Now if you see here, refresh. Raj a@a.com and submit. Now you can see what it came. It came something like this. See here, what happened? UN equals to Raj. So name is nothing but the what carries the value of that particular element to the backend. That is name. What is that? Name. Is it clear, sir? Yeah. Now the announcement which I said it like I will tell you before. So I will even mention in the classroom. I will even mention in the groups also. Due to some personal issues like tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the Saturday, the next 3 days gonna be holiday for you all. Our next class will be Monday. After today, class is not over, okay? When the class is over, I'm saying it. The next class for only HTML, sir, my class, okay? I'm saying it. It's not like not others. It's not leave for Naresh Shetty. The next our HTML class gonna be Monday, okay? And don't worry, I'm gonna give you the assignments for that. Those things like small ones. And these days are very, very important, ma. I'm telling you before only. You guys will have it at least per day. See, think the class is there. Think the class is there. Spend half an hour tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and every day for my class and do an article or post something in blog or write something or read some book. It's not only HTML need not to be. Do some book or do some HTML code. Anything which makes you helpful for your career. Only two things will make you better performer. One is reading and writing skills. Another one is communication skills. If you know these skills, coding is very easy. Okay? Is everyone clear, ma? Yeah. Okay. Now, next one. Now, let's go here. Now, so here, come back to class mode, everyone. So here we have kind of input, and input type is text, placeholder is enter your name, and name is UN, and input type equals to email. So whatever the file name you give it here, this file, it will take it to the backend. Okay, it may be it is necessary, like you have to put some action, but if you go for kind of React and all, you may remove this particular action and you can use it whatever you feel to. Okay, but in HTML, remember, action is the file name which will take your particular file. Okay, now for this file, what the values will be sent? This value will be sent in the name of UN, and this value will be sent in the name of email. Okay, the value of email will be sent in the name of email. Now let's write it here. Sir, do I have to have only, do I need to have like only type name, email only? No, you have so many types. Let's write it more and more types. Go here. Let me take it the similar one. Control C, Control V. Now here I'm gonna remove this. If you wanted shortcut, sir, right here input colon. Then you will get different types. Input colon. If I write input colon email, automatically input type equals to email will come by default. Okay. if you can write it manually or you can use this. I am using it input password, input password, and I'm giving password as pwd name, and I don't want any IDs now. Placeholder, enter password, enter password came. Okay, now sir, what is the difference between email normal text box and password text box? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between normal text box and password text box? Yes, not visible. Characters should not be visible, right or not? Go here, enter here Raj. Okay, enter here A, and if I'm trying to submit it, it is saying it. No, you should include something at the rate. Very good. It is only doing it. Next, and here I'm entering it something. Can you see what I'm entering? You cannot see because it is a password one. By default, it will come. Is it clear, ma? Is everyone clear, sir? Yeah. So password type will give you a type which can have password. Now here something. I gave something. If I submit, it will pass. If I submit it, it will automatically pass, sir. Now next one. There are so many types. Input type equals to text, input type equals to email, input type equals to password, and the next one, input type equals to number, input colon number, placeholder, enter your age, enter your age, and here I am entering the age, sir. Here I will write it something, name equals to age. Sir, we will write it. See, this is just HTML. HTML का काम क्या है? HTML का work is just to show you the things. I didn't apply any CSS now. Future I will apply CSS, and in JavaScript I will verify it. Like putting icon, showing it the password, or making the password secured, or generating new password, or confirm password and password match. These kind of things are JavaScript work. Okay. Now anyway, when you give type equals to number, sir, by default you will get up and down arrows. See these ones? If I enter here 2, I can enter it up. I can make it down also. Sir, can I write it here inside ABCD? No, it will not work. I will write it here, keyboard, on-screen keyboard, and I entered here. See, when I'm entering it, anything coming? No. If I'm entering 6, 6 is coming. But if I'm entering H and all, it is not coming. Because it will take only numbers. It will take only numbers. That is appropriate. Now, sir, one more thing. Whenever you have age, you will have some application forms, you will have something called date of birth, right? In date of birth, what you will see? Calendar. You will not normally see. If you just put a text box, people feel difficulty. If you put calendar, people feel it easily, right or not? To get a calendar, the next data type is input, colon date. There are nearly 15 types are there. Okay, so slowly we will see. It's not like you will remember them. When you are practicing it, you will get it. Okay, input type is date. You will have different things: date, date time, date local. I will show you the difference, but date is actually mandatory one. If you write it here, date, by default calendar will come. You don't need to do any coding. See, I can do it anything. Only the point is here, I need to specify the range and all using the JavaScript. Okay, but I can select any date here, clear, or today, or I can select here. I can go here. I can go to. Sorry. Huh? Date cannot have placeholder. Date will have by default fixed value. So date cannot have placeholder, right? Because it's having a fixed value already. If you give placeholder also, it's useless. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? No. Sir, now actual problem came. Date is not having fixed one. How the people will know what to enter there? Are they asking date of birth or date of death or date of what? What they are asking, we don't know. So how can people enter, right? Here they know that enter name, okay, enter password, okay, enter email, okay. This one they can't tell. So they will tell outside. They will write it here, something called label tag. What is that? Label. Now if you write it here, label, inside the label here, every label here, enter your age. Sorry, enter your date of birth. Sir, it is coming normally like your paragraph tag only, na? Right? What is the difference? First one, label is a inline. Okay, paragraph is not. Second one, label comes with something called for. That means for what it works. And every input element will have something called ID. Now, for example, ID I am giving it DOB, and here label also I am giving DOB. And if I click on here, this one will open. If I click on this text, this one is opening. Can you see? Now let me show you one more time. Here, go to name. In this name, I am writing it to directly label your name. Okay, and your name came now. Now, sir, if I click on your name, anything is happening? If I click on your name, will anything happen? No, because it's a normal text, nothing will happen. But if I give it here an ID, ID X, and here also for also having same X, for. So label for is connected with input ID. Label for is connected with input ID. So for is connected with ID. Now if I click on your name, what is happening? That is selected. Can you see it, sir? When you click on the label, automatically it is selected. Let's refresh it again. See, I am clicking on this text. When I am clicking on the text, it is selected. Or go here. Imagine email is having an ID Y, and I write it here. This one connection to that one. Here for is Y. Now if I click on your name, what will happen? Email will be selected. So for is connected with the input elements ID. Sir, when and when, what is better? Actually, some people when they are writing basic login form kind of one, email, password, they will use something called placeholders. It is not a good practice to use placeholder and label both. Only either placeholders or labels, any one they will use. If it is a bigger registration form which involves dates and all, we will use something called labels, like select boxes, check boxes, drop downs, radio buttons. These kind of things will use labels only, mandatory. But if it is only some username, email, password, no need of that. Only placeholders will make it nice for. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? No. Good. Now let's go here. Let's create it. Here, name, ID name. Here also name. And let's add label for everything. Label, email, here ID, email, and in between let's write it here, enter email, and come here, label, password, whatever the ID also should be password. password. Then next age, label, age, enter age, here name, ID, age. Any doubt, sir? Sir, if anyone wants any doubts, you can let me know, ma. Till now, is it clear? We will see different types of types, if it is clear. Any doubt, sir? No. Okay, let's see more and more types, sir. Now I'm gonna write it all the types one shot only. It's a BR. Now input, first one, first input file. Sir, input file is allowed you to choose a file. If I click on here, you can choose one file and you can upload it. That can be used for input type equals to file. What is that? Input type equals to file. That is also no need of any placeholders. You can use something called labels. Okay. Then next, input color, which will give you type of color. This color will give you color box, sir. Everyone see here, color box. So if I choose here color, and I can choose whatever the color you like. For example, you want to give the colors to any elements. You can put a color box input. That is input type equals to color. Input type equals to color. Now, next, input. It's like properties are same. Everyone will have name, everyone will have ID, everyone will have placeholder. Like if there's some may have, some don't have. Everyone will have value. It's same. Okay. Now next, input date time. Date time is used for actually giving date and time normally. This is not great. Date time local. Go with date and time local. Not date time local. Now see, you can select a particular date. For example, you are going with particular Muhurta, okay, or a particular time when the enrollment happened you want to mention. Then you will go with this. That is called date time local. Type equals to. Is it clear, ma? Yeah. Did you guys see this kind of things anywhere? Like this kind of date and time? Where did you see this date and time? Which form you have seen? You guys must have seen, right? You guys never filled any form in the websites? Where did you see this? Okay. Someone be honest, like two people were so honest. One is astrology, another one is hospital, right? Those two people are good. Oh, passport portal will take it, like, right? True. I forgot it. Passport portal also take. IRCTC will take time, huh? IRCTC, as of I remember, will take only date, right? IRCTC will take time, date, but it will give you time, like what time railway and all. But okay, no time. Yeah. Flights also, I don't think it will take time. Now, next, input. Let me give you email. We have seen file. We have seen input. Image will be same. Image is also same choose file like that only, which will take you image. You can directly give the image will come here. Now come here, let's give it here. So by default you can fill one thing. Sir, in the middle of form you want to keep an image. Instead of using img tag, you can put input image. But this is not user input. This is not user input. It's like you only give some input. Okay. Now usually people don't use it. This is actually interesting. Every sometimes some details in the forms are hidden. What are they? Hidden. Let me write it here. Input hidden. Hidden. Hide. So now name equals to hidden like HID something. Can I see that value anywhere? No. But if I write it here, value equals to some 23. Okay. Or see, let's write it here. Name. Name is company. Wipro. Imagine you are going application, you are filling one application for Wipro company. And those people already know the company name is Wipro and you don't need to fill it in. By default, they will not show you. But when they are taking all people's data, what if they are that is some other third party consultancy who are doing it for 2-3 companies? Do you understand scenario? See, I am a consultancy. I am only providing forms for Wipro. I am only providing forms for some Capgemini. And Wipro people give this Wipro forms to everyone. And obviously students will not fill the company name Wipro or Capgemini because it's a Wipro one. People will directly fill their details only. And Capgemini people will fill their details. Now when I get it, I need to segregate them. Who are Wipro, who are Capgemini. So I need one field. What is that company name? And I don't want user to know that there is one field. So that kind of things I will use something called hidden one. Now if I write it here, if I submit this, now you know what will happen in the URL. I will show you here URL. Now see this URL, what is the company name came? Wipro. But did I write it here anywhere the company name? It's not even visible actually. The company name is not even visible here. But still it will take it. That is called hidden file. Okay. The next input. Password. Month is used for month, sir. I think you know month, right? You will have month, date, time, year, all separately. Month is used to select the month, okay, which is February 2024 or some kind of month, okay. You can select actual months. Did you guys use anywhere months in any forms? Only months. Where did you use? Huh? Which website you used only month? Which page? College pay. Fees paid. Oh, based on month only, they will not select date, right? That's actually good. My college never took from online. That is a different case. That's why I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. Education details. Yeah, that's actually okay. Now, next input. You can write it here. Year. No, year is not there, I think. No, input here. You have week, but you have week. Week will give you kind of weeks. Let's have some GK question. How many weeks will be there per year? How many weeks will be there? Sir? Why only few people? General question, right? 50% क्या है? 52 weeks will be there 100%. Except this ones, what they are leap years. And I'm 100% sure it will be 52 weeks. Right? Guys, you all are precious. Focus on aptitude also. A minimal. Okay. You guys know how many days in a week? People are still thinking. Okay, it's like some silly questions. I think most of you know these silly questions. Some months will have 30 days. Some months will have 31 days. How many months will have 28 days? Whoever said 1 month, think about it. Every month will have 28 days. You guys ever heard of these things? My sirs used to tell this way. It's like this is the most enlightenment than Buddha to me. Okay, these are like the Buddha teachings. It's like mind blowing sometimes. Okay, so one day he asked me like something. Yeah, they asked this question. It's like which mouse have two legs? Which mouse have two legs? It's apart from HTML anyway. Can anyone answer it? Which mouse have two legs? Mickey Mouse. Okay, I know that as a boy, even I failed in it. Then the follow-up question came. This one focus, guys. Which duck have two legs? I answered Donald Duck, and every duck has two legs. That's what I realized later. Every duck will have two legs only. Okay? So before we answering, we should think about it. Okay? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, someone answered it, everything nicely answered online. That's good. Okay, whoever answered Donald, they are me only. And now, anyway, let's come back here. Weeks. So if I select it here, why did I ask is like if you go here, you have to select what is the number of the week, and that's actually difficult. But that's what you have to know. Okay, to select the week 14th or week 15th kind of one, because US people count the week numbers. Okay, and the dates and all format also sometimes here we can have it like date format as DDMM. If you want it, you can change it the date format MMDD. Try to understand it because in future you may work with US people. The US people check it in the date format as MMDD, not DDMM. You guys know that? They won't go with the distance in kilometers, they go with the distance in miles. Okay? So you need to know this miles, yards kind of things. Now, next one. Input. Time. Only specific time. At what time? 320 or 324 something time. Okay. Only if you want to give time, then you will go with the time schedules. It's like scheduling apps or kind of things, you will go with times. Next one. Or what if I have something like input? Tel will go with the telephone, which is normal text box only, which will give it number. Okay, here you can give actually anything, but usually it is an old one used for only numbers. Okay, phone numbers. Okay, but we don't use it anymore. The most interesting part out of this all, okay, I will show you search also. Now here range will go with the range box. This is called range, like how much percentage of things you have or you want. Okay, this is range. Or next, input URL. URLs will be going with some kind of URL is also similar to email. It will come with normal text box only, but you have to enter some URL. For example, if I enter here AXDS, and when I'm entering it, it will tell it like please enter the proper URL, because it knows URL starts with either HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, :/ www.google.co.in. Then it will say okay, good URL. Okay. Now next, input. You have a month, your age, you have last but not least, like we will discuss search, submit, reset, and then we will move towards radio buttons, drop downs and all. Okay. Huh? If you want to make it any fields mandatory, actually I will tell you, but if you want it before only, you can put required at the end. Yeah. So let's see here, search box. This one, if I go here, search box is similar to normal box, sir. Listen, search is very important. Search is similar to normal box. If I enter something, oh sorry, not this. If I enter in the search box something, automatically this text will come. Second point, if I click on enter, the form will get submitted. Did I click on submit button? No. Search box will automatically get submitted whenever you click enter. That's why in the search boxes you will write something and you will click enter, the search box will be submitted and you will get results. So that is why it is recommendable in the normal forms you should not put search. Because usually if I accidentally click enter, automatically submit the form and their details may be half filled. Okay. So you should not put normal search box is separate, always search box has to be separate. Any doubt, sir? Sir, you cannot get the preview of the form details which you submitted and all. That is all JavaScript will do soon. HTML will just take the form, will show you like how the form elements has to appear. That's it. Now let's discuss two more things here. Instead of writing button tag, you can actually write it input, submit. Some box will come. If you give value submit, it is same as submit button. If you give button submit, or input value equals to submit, they both are same. Actually, button is also contained in the backend the same thing. What is the difference, sir? First thing, in the input type, you need to write it in the value submit. In the button, you need to write in between. That's the only difference. Working is exactly same. Submit will submit the form. Same way, you have one more thing called reset. Input reset type. Reset. Reset. Value equals to reset. Reset means remove. For example, I am writing something details, sir. Okay, and suddenly I click reset. Form values all will become 0. Again, back to the normal. Reset means the form values will get nullified again. These were the basic types, except checkboxes, except radio buttons, except drop downs, which we will discuss now. Any doubts in this thing, sir? Any doubts in these things? No. The class may take it like another 20 minutes. Today it's gonna be somewhat long because the next 3 days we're gonna be free. Okay, we will discuss that checkboxes and all, then we will leave. Till now, any doubts, ma? Okay. Now, just for a quick relief, I want you guys to create a simple login form with email and password. Create a simple login form with the email and password, sir. I'm gonna show you how the login form looks like also. Let's go here, Netflix. Let's go here. Let's click here, sign in. Sir, I want this login form, sir. I want you to create this login form. Can you guys do it? Now you can try it. Now just create the layout. I'm giving you 5 minutes time with the basic form, but in the home, this is one of the tasks for tomorrow's. You know how to put the background image. You know how to put this box as background color black. You know how to put this heading. You know how to put these images, and you know how to put the placeholders, right? You know how to put button, and you can make button background color red with the color white and making align center text. And you can put another anchor tag, forget password. Checkbox I will teach. And remaining all are same. So this page, everything you can do, right or not? If you want images and all, you can actually go here and inspect, and you can take the background image directly from here only. You don't need to worry also. Here only the background image also will be there. This is the background image. Where they put image. Check it. You will get the image if you try it. In that both accept email and phone number. It is acting email or phone number. That is a different case. You cannot do that. But here I am asking you email only. This actually email and phone number. So how do you do that? That people will try it actually using text box only. But they will do backend validations. Validation, they will put JavaScript validations. Whatever is receiving, is it a proper email or proper phone number, they will check it. But I want you to try it normally here. Type email and type password. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear, sir? Yeah. We have a Google Drive. In the Google Drive, the notes will be available. You can download the notes and you can read it. Okay. The notes I will provide even in group also today. Okay. You can even check it in group or GitHub. Okay. You can check it in all three things. Is it done? Guys, start do it. 5 minutes. Let's create it quickly and then we'll discuss checkboxes and all. I told you, write it in. See, I'm not asking you to do it in laptop now. I'm asking you to write it in notes, even as a rough. See what elements to keep, how to keep them, what to go. Just for a quick glance for you, I'm doing it. Okay? I'm not asking you to make it so beautiful, CSS and all, which you can do obviously. How to put the black box in Netflix. We will put a normal div, and that div I will give padding, and that div I will give background color black. Okay? Right now? Sir, think about it. How to do anything. If you get it out, sir, how to do that, sir? How they did that, sir? You can ask. Finally, someone in the online did it and gave me the code. Now, if you go here, this is nothing but email, password, and sign-in method. Someone gave me this code where they put input type equals to text, placeholder, email, or phone number. That is actually good. With the BR tag, input type equals to password and placeholder password and BR tag and button sign in. Perfect. The button has to be red color and all. Everyone will have their own ID, so that based on ID you can increase the things and all. Okay. Is it clear till now? Okay. So we will do. It's not like the forms are over. Like we will do more and more forms. Okay. Let's start it here. Today's code here. Now, next one. Sir, this is interesting point. Everyone focus here. I have something called check buttons, check boxes. What are they? Check box. Can anyone tell me where we can use check box? Select multiple items. Gender, I won't use check boxes. Why? Because gender radium buttons can be used. Gender, we will give male and female. Check what if they clicked male and female both check boxes. Language, that's actually good. Okay, so check boxes are used for multiple selections. Radio buttons are actually opposite, which can be used for single selections. Can anyone give me a practical example where we can use check boxes? Huh? Skills, yeah, skills, I like it. So paragraph skills, I'm entering it, my skills here. Okay, and here why it is not coming it here? Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, skills. Now in the skills we need to put languages or skills, anything. Input type equals to checkbox. So input for inputs like checkbox and radio, labels are mandatory because you need to tell them for what you are checking it, right? So I will write label here. After this, I will write label. You know labels are connected to this. Labels, Java. Now BR. ID, Java is connected with here for Java. Sir, here input label is connected with input ID is connected with label for. Now can you see it here? Right side I got it. A checkbox with Java. Right or not? Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? If someone selected it, now here it will be value Java. Value will be Java. Okay. Now here you can write it name as some skills. Now same thing I'm gonna repeat. Control C. Checkbox. This time instead of Java, I can say here HTML. Value is HTML. Here HTML. Same way, you can write it here. Mummy, beta, mummy. Able na? Ha. CSS. If you observe, sir, I'm not changing the name. I'm keeping all three with the same name as skills only, right? If I go here, selecting this label, people, why label for and ID are connected, you know. Some people don't like to go with the checkbox, they will click on Java, automatically checkbox will be clicked. Because the label and the input box ID are connected, right? Now I have only Java and HTML skills. Usually different the kind of things. For example, selecting languages. What are your known languages? Or select the subjects. What subjects you are familiar with. It's up to you, whatever you are familiar, like locations or preferable locations. Usually, whoever apply the government jobs are kind of will understand it, like something preferable locations you will prefer it using checkboxes. Here, you can select the multiple, sir. Now, if click on submit and it is submitted, from here, Control C, and I will here. Now, can you see here? In got two things, skills Java and skills HTML. Only two things came. Whatever I selected are passed. Any doubt, sir? Any doubt, sir? No. That is as simple as that. But only the thing is, remember, normal input elements first label, then input. Checkboxes or radio are like this. We'll have first input and then label. Okay, because beside only name will come now. Now, next. You can put whenever you want it also normally checkbox, which they did it in Netflix. If you see in Netflix, they just put one link named Remember Me. Now let me uncheck it. Now here I will click on Remember Me. You see, I click on label and it is connected to this. Can you see it here? See, I click on the label. Did I click on? Am I going to the checkbox? No. I'm clicking on the label. Automatically the checkbox is clicking on. You all can create it, right? You all can create it, right? Yes. Then next, this is nothing but new to Netflix and some kind of anchor link, and then reminding you some dummy text with the anchor link. Okay. This is simple. Round one you don't need to do. Basically, this one is the main. Now next. Next one. After the checkboxes, let's discuss something called drop downs. Radio. Radio buttons are used for single selections. Radio buttons are used for single selections. Radio buttons are used for single selections, sir. Do you guys know what are single selections? Gender, very good. Gender is the best example. Except gender, can anyone tell me where I can use radio buttons? In job portal, what I want for this particular radio button? Branch, okay, which branch to select? That can be done. Position, religion, qualification, kind of caste column. Usually religion and caste, they go with the drop down. Okay. Choose the correct answer is actually great because multiple choice questions will have. Choose the correct answer should be this only. Okay. Now here, I'm going with choose the correct answer logic. Okay. That one will be valid nicely. Let me go with H3. Who is the give me a question. Go with nice questions, Ray. Who is the president of India now? I think Draupadi Murmu, right? Good. Anyone know here any other president now? No, na? Now, go here. Let's start here. I'm gonna go with first radio button. View. Inside this, input, radio. Then I will get one radio button, sir. You can select it here. The radio button can be label, has to be label. Ramnath Kovind. DR. Then next. View. Again. Input. This input and fur are not connected now. Now option 1, O1, O1, and here name. Sir, names has to be same. Names has to be same. If the names are not same, you will not get a single selection. You will get a multi-selection only, even in the radio types. So names has to be same. Here I will say names as press. Go here. Control C, Control V. Now O2, O2, and here then next third one.
अरे मारते पैसा डालू
Next one.
हैं पैसा डालू भाई तू अकाउंट में
Next.
जरूरी बा एक तो फिर लेट हो जी मार्च ले पहले ही करे के हां
Not but not least.
को आदत भैया लेके
Let's
चल
go with one more. Option 4.
बैंक में
Option 4.
हमारे अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दे हम
Sir, am I giving any values? I should give values also, na, each time. That is very bad. Like what values I wanted to pass. Value. Here. The names. And here the value will be passed. Value is like by default they will be filled, okay, with this value, okay. So if I click on this particular one means I am selecting the value means this, okay. Now here I think somewhere I did mistake. Fourth one. Go here. Let's go here. Value. Good. So now you have a question which has a potential 4 answers, and you will select one and you will click enter. Now if I click on Ramnath Kovind, okay, later I got it, no, I'm wrong, and then I click on in Draupadi Murmu, automatically it shift to here. See, can I select 2 options at a time? No. What if I go here and I change it here, Ramnath Kovind ka, where is this name? Changed. Now go here, Ramnath Kovind, and I can select the Draupadi Murmu both, because they both are from different names. So each different name means it will think it like different kinds of properties. Okay. So but if both are all are representing same property, then it should be having single name. Now go here. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts? No. So it's all about check boxes, and the radio buttons are actually same. Okay. What is the meaning of value means? What value you want this contain? See, this, listen. This is a label, man. Label is just a text. Where the value will contain inside this input element. In this particular input radio, what value it contains? That means if someone selected this input, what value will send to backend? What value will send to the particular file? It will send to Ramnath Kovind. So what you will give it? If it is a text box, you don't need to write any value, because user will enter. But user is not entering and user is just selecting. Where it is selecting, the value should come automatically. Okay, and that is is why you will mention it value. Okay, okay, let's fill it up. What's the Paka? Anyone? Then it's nice. Phone a friend. That friend will say not Draupadi Murmu. Paka. Okay. Now, next one will go. Yeah. What is done with that Kaunbera Karodpati? If I go to Kaunbera Karodpati, if the Amitabh guy asked me like, do you want to phone a friend? No, I don't know. I know that. So obviously I can't call the friends. I know them. Now this is a basic question, right? Any doubts here, ma? How to? That's actually a different one. Centering a div will have so many ways. One is flux, okay, or here you can't actually, but see, this is actually kind of multiplious one, sir. Let's go here. Let me get this. Go with margin auto. That's actually because you guys already know margin. That will work. Open with live server. Now, go here, sir. I'm taking para PID para 1 and I'm going ISCA CSS. This is because someone asked, I'm giving it. If any other ones have any doubts also, you can actually ask. Now here, go with hash para 1. Para 1, I'm giving it height 100 pixel, width 100 pixel. Right? This is how it comes now. Now I want book that div in the middle. That para div or whatever in the middle. That's what our target. You can use so many things. If you don't want to go into the detail, okay, I can give you these things, you can try it. But in detail, once we started CSS, I will explain it. First one, you can try it here. Margin. If you write it here, margin order will be in center. Okay? That's one point. The next one. The next one. Or you can try it here in the parent, wherever these things are there. Okay. Now where is the parent here? Now just remove it this para 2. Only one box is there in our case. Or if you give this margin auto to parent, make why it's not applied? Okay. Body BD. Now here, either margin auto to elements or go to parent, write it here, display flux, justify content center, and align items center. That is another way. Don't worry, sir. We will discuss these things, okay? Don't worry like I'm teaching something different because he is some people will do it somewhat before, so those people I'm explaining it, okay? You guys, if you don't know, don't even worry about it. When I sometimes don't worry about it. You will get it. It's another way. Or you have actually so many ways. Another one. Display grid and place items center. See, display grid with the place item center. or display flux one with the justify content one, or something like a margin auto. You can do with the translate, you can do with float, you can do with the inline, you can do with so many other tags also actually. There are so many ways to do it, but these three are best ways out of all. Okay, sir? I know that. That's why I told you it's off the topic. Okay. It's actually kind of advanced one. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to put it center. For a Netflix project, if you want to do, go with something called, margin auto. Margin auto will make it center. Okay. Any doubts, sir? No. Today topics, no doubts, now? No. Now let's see the assignments before we leave. Quickly, sir, everyone. See the assignments. First one, Netflix login page. Netflix login page. Okay. Sir, take the help of internet. Don't even try for only you. Okay. We are not in the Stone Age. You have to take the help. When matchstick is there, if you're still thinking about, rubbing the two rocks, it's useless. Okay. It's there and use it. Now, second one, make a student registration form. I want student registration form. So whatever the basic necessity of student registration. Someone is asking in online how to create a Google form. Really, do you guys know how to create a Google form? Whoever said no, it's really funny. You guys should use Google by now. If you want to create a Google form, it's not related to HTML. You can go here and write it here. Google form. And it will show you the Google Forms, and you can actually go to the forms. It will open one forms. You can add a new form, blank form will come, and you can add whatever the details you like it. If you want to add questions, multiple choice, if you wanted some kind of checkboxes, if you want paragraph, if you want some nice answer, or if you want some file uploads. And here you can, in the settings, you can connect to your Google Drive or some kind of Google Excel sheets will be there. If you create an Excel sheet and if you connect, automatically whoever submitted will come to this. Huh? After submit? That one will be come here only. In the settings, thank you note will be there. See, in the settings, thank you note will be there. Where are they? This is not. Is it in the presentation? See, confirmation message. Your response has been recorded or something, na? Now here, if I write it here, thank you, bye bye, good night. Now you want to add link to your another page. Now here I will write it here, anchor tag with the href, with an href, some link. Okay, and then I will write it here. Usually this is all placed in internet only, na? So everywhere anchor tag will work. So now what will happen? For that person a link will come. Okay? Yeah. Now next one, you can actually see it here what will come. This is a basic syntax only. If you want to create a Google form, but this is not the particular task, sir. Google forms are easy to create. Understand it. Now one is registration form. Third one.
कब खत्म हो जी आते ही चारा चारा करता हुई के चलते सुनता तो नहीं
Create a
कब खत्म
multi-page
2 घंटा हो गए 11 बजे
multi-page tribute form.
करे
Multi-page tribute form where home represents where home represents just okay. Now, so where home represents tribute and another page about represents about you and contact represents contact form. That's it. These are the 3 tasks. For the persons who did not understand, I want one page. In this, here home will be there, about will be there, and contact will be there. Some links. If someone click here home, automatically the same page will be there in this tribute. Now, if someone clicks about, there is another page about.html. It should go to about.html. And if someone clicks on contact, it should go to contact.html. In that contact form is there. You got my point?